What's going on, world? Chemo Home Friends Podcast. Back at it. I here trying to let you guys know how to reach me. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, every platform you can think of. I want you guys to subscribe to my channel, please. That's the only way I get recognized by YouTube. Like, subscribe. You like and subscribe, YouTube will share the content. Once again, I talk relationships, I talk sports, I talk battle rap, anything goes. On any given day, it depends on how I feel. I do what I want, so it is what it is. Once again, Home Friends Podcast. Reach me, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the social media platforms. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell, please. You hit the notification bell, you get notified, and you see what I'm doing. I try to put out great content, always. Once again, if you follow me, you watch my stuff, I appreciate everything you do. Once again, thank you. Chemo Home Friends Podcast. Just trying to make it do what it do. Florida, palm trees. That's where I'm from. That's what I rep. Peace. All right, what's going on, guys? Chemo Home Friends Podcast. Back with another episode. I've been missing for a while, but I'm back, guys. I have Lola and Zoe. Trust me, it's going to be incredible today. Okay, Lola, please introduce yourself. Tell people what you do.
Well, I'm Lola. Hi, and I work at the post office.
That's cool. A lot of people don't have jobs.
I'm a mail carrier. Yes.
Okay, Zoe, you're next. Don't be afraid. They want to know who you are.
All right. Hello. I'm Zoe. I'm 32. I work as an operations coordinator for an engine company.
There you go. Two beautiful women. Trust me. We're gonna make it happen, guys. Okay. First question. We're talking women that doesn't take accountability when it comes to a relationship. I wanted to talk about this for a minute because when you're in a relationship, there's only one way to make it work. It's two perspectives. It's a woman's perspective and a man's perspective. What or why doesn't some women, not all women, some women take accountability when it comes to a relationship? Because women make mistakes, guys make mistakes, but how do we get a woman to admit their wrongs in a particular situation?
Are we sure that it's women that don't take accountability?
Not all women, because some.
You know, that's really, I'm just going to be honest, it's kind of hard for me personally to answer because I guess I've never encountered a woman not taking accountability. Yeah, because if they're not taking accountability, to me, they're just childish then at that point.
Facts.
Like, they're not mature enough, because who would not want to take accountability for their actions? Like, if you did it, you need to own up to it, and you know, that's what it is. So me personally, I feel like men don't take accountability for their actions more than women. But you can probably
explain? No, I want you to explain.
You can probably feel different.
No, I want you to explain why you think men don't take accountability.
Because men are childish.
All men? Some men?
The ones I've ran into.
Okay.
I can't say
is there like an age bracket you think? Because in life, I'm gonna give you an example. My example: when I was younger, I was immature. Now that I'm older, I'm not immature.
How old are you? I'm sorry.
Right now, I'm 42.
Okay.
So I'm not a person that's gonna not take accountability. Because me, I'm at a point in my life where I want something to work.
Right.
You know, I'm not trying to chase every female out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool coming home, watching my lady cook, going out, doing what we do. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I don't care about the things guys used to do when we were like 20. How many girls we can bag. I'm not with all that. So that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about other men. That's just me. What about you?
I completely agree with both of you. I think that when it comes to accountability, because of how dating is now, if a man doesn't want to take accountability, he can move on to the next woman, you know, and vice versa. Women are the same way. So they're not holding themselves to a standard because, to be honest with you, they're really not in a point where they actually want to make it work.
Yeah.
So I
Okay,
feel like
okay.
when you want to make it work, you're gonna put that effort in. You're gonna try to see her point of view, his point of view, and then go from there. So I think accountability is when you finally realize the maturity, you know, inside of you, and you're actually trying to say, okay, well, you know what, she's right. You know, I fucked up, or you know what, he's right. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, you know, in this relationship to be a partner to make it work.
Because the reason I'm going to ask that, right? Because a lot of women think love is everything when it comes to relationship. Love doesn't make a relationship work. It's so many other things that happens in a relationship. Love can fade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you're in a relationship, can you like sit down and communicate and be like, okay, what is pissing me off? What is pissing you off? Can we meet in the middle?
Yeah.
How can we fix this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's it gonna take for me to make you happy? You know what I'm saying?
So I have to add, it's not just about communication. I think
Okay,
it's
what-
comprehension.
Oh, just thank you. I always say that. No,
This
you're
is
right.
this is
Because
why we're here.
Yeah.
communication, they say communication is the key, but it's really not. It's understanding
Understanding.
Yes.
and comprehending what that people say,
Yeah.
what that person,
Yeah.
say.
Want
It's the key.
a need in her life, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And
Because I can communicate with you, and guess what? It can
And-
go in this end, out that one. But if you
Yeah.
understand, it sits in there.
But
And
that's that will save a lot of relationship, because if I know what you want, and I know if I don't give you this, it's gonna make you unhappy and make you leave.
yeah,
That's the problem, because we don't dissect stuff in our brain fast enough to understand she will leave.
yeah.
And then when it's too late, we're crawling trying
Try to come back, but
know
you
what I'm
pushed
saying?
it so far. Yeah.
Just like I said, when a woman's fed up, I don't want to
Nothing
really
you can
use.
do about it.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why, when it comes to accountability, it's men and women. You know what I'm saying? But me, I just feel like I'm trying to. Okay, so what's a solution to that? What y'all think a solution to that is?
What, taking accountability?
Yeah, or fixing a situation, or like y'all say, comprehension, communicating the right way. How can we fix that issue before it happened if we're in a situation like that? Like, let's say you get in an argument with your man, or y'all haven't been seeing eye to eye.
Communicate about it, point blank, period. Like, the only resolution
Like you just
is,
said, you can communicate and it goes in one ear and comes out the next.
But then at that point, at some point, you're going to have to realize, like, okay, well, this person is just not for me. Like, at that point. Because if we're communicating, I keep trying to communicate, we keep trying, and then it's like, okay, what are we trying for at this
Okay,
point?
trying. Because
That person
one,
is still
twice,
keep doing the same
yeah,
thing.
once or twice. Because like I said, sometimes a guy can be for you, but like I said, guys process stuff slower. We do. And a lot of women are not patient to understand that.
But I want to add also too, you have to be careful, because if you let a man or woman continue to get away with things, they're not going to learn.
Yeah.
You know, so unfortunately, if you want something and you try to express yourself in a relationship and the person is not willing to work with you, then you kind of have to say, okay, you know what, this is not for me.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying, you know, unfortunately, I'm not saying that you need to leave the person,
Okay.
but at the same time, you need to kind of have some, a little bit more of a seriousness, because you want to move forward. You can't stay in the same position in the relationship. You can't stay complacent. But you
Okay.
also need to kind of be a little bit firm with what you want.
Okay, facts. Okay, for our solution, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we go to the extent of finding someone to talk to? You know, not rehab. What's the word I'm looking for?
Counseling,
therapy. Like, is that something that's like the last straw?
So I have to, unfortunately, we got to go from the beginning.
Mhm.
I think when you start dating somebody, you guys need to both be on the same page.
Okay.
You know, because at the end of the day, like, you can't be dating somebody and then going through therapy with this person, going through therapy with that person. I think it needs to be more about you meet the person, you kind of, you know, looking for certain things that you need in the relationship to make it work.
Mhm.
And then if you actually both feel that it's something worth fighting for, then you take the steps. Like you said, therapy, you know, maybe, I don't know, going on even a vacation, you know, as well, just being more secluded within that
Away
person.
from people that
exactly.
like,
You don't
taking
want
your
to
focus away.
Yeah, and then you gotta also be careful with your friends. You can't be taking advice from him. You can't be taking advice from her, because guess what? Most of the time they're single,
Yep.
right?
That's a big problem in relationships also,
Mhm.
because people take the wrong advice from the wrong people.
Correct.
Me,
Call
I
your
tend to
mom.
lean on
Call
older
your
folks.
mom.
That's just me. I really,
Yes,
I tend to like, I listen to like older people been through it.
And married.
Yeah. People that's been. That's another thing.
But even married people, they go through it. So you can't.
And you're always gonna go through it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But married people have more incentive to stick it out than single people.
True, because they took the vows. Like
exactly.
You know,
so it's a little harder for married people to be like,
they got
screw
kids,
this, I'm out.
they got money,
kids, like they have a lot of stuff wrapped up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I always tell young ladies. The difference between when people were married back then and now is totally different. The relationships lasted a long time back then.
There were more families.
Maybe women just took a lot of BS back then, and like today is a little different. Social media, women are saying this.
Not even that. The music too. The music plays a major part.
Music sucked. Like I'm not even going.
I mean, not even just sucked. You have to think about back then. The music was more of "I love you" and it was more of R&B.
Yeah, that's gone.
Nowadays it's like I'm fucking this one, fucking that one. I'm doing this with that one, this and this and that. You get what I'm saying? And the girls all they talk about is they pussy and eat.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
yeah,
there's no positivity in the
yeah,
music, so that plays a major part in how people react. Because listen, if I'm listening to somebody saying they doing this, shoot, kill this, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna go do it. It's like a subconscious thing. You get what I'm saying?
So I think it's respect. You know, like you were saying, love doesn't hold the relationship.
It does. It's
not anymore.
No, at all.
Love doesn't.
It has to be respect. It has to be loyalty. You
yeah.
can't just be out here.
It's a combination of a lot of
things.
things.
I'm gonna be here. Yeah, because loving you doesn't make the relationship.
Love is an action, not a word.
A man can love you and he doesn't have a job. So how is he helping you? But he loves you. He tell you, "I love you every day." Baby, I love you. Wake up in the morning, I love you. So how far is that gonna go?
Not far.
You see what I'm saying? So
because love is an action. Like you have to show me you love me. Point blank period. So if you see I'm out here busting my butt, and you're just sitting on your butt all day and you want to get a job. I'm just using your example, but that's not love. Because if you love me, you want to help me. You want to support me. You don't want to see me struggle.
I don't want to see you fall.
Yeah.
I think also it's about growing together as well.
Yeah.
Some people are too busy focusing on themselves. They don't want to focus on, pushing him a little bit just so that he could get to that level so that he could help you or vice versa.
Yeah.
As long as people remember it's a we thing and not an I thing, I think a lot of people will get far.
When I hear I already know.
That I word is that's the biggest red flag in the world when someone says I. So if you hear someone says I on the first date, better run, guys. All right, this was a great topic. We'll be back again. Chemo Podcast. Man, this was a great topic.